Hey you, have you played Journey to the Savage Planet? Because the new one, Revenge of the Savage Planet, has just come out. And I never played Journey to the Savage Planet. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to dip my toes in and, maybe do a little review. I swear, this game, it's incredible. Let me break it down for you. 505 Games published this, but this was developed by Raccoon Logic. They were formerly known as Typhoon Studios. So this game is an action adventure, which is like a catch-all for everything. What is an action adventure game? Well, here's the premise of the game, and it's simple. You're an employee of Kindred, an intergalactic company who want to explore and utilize, probably abuse, uninhabited worlds. What this reminds me of is old school Jak and Daxter. It's a collectathon, and this game makes collecting good fun. The style is incredible, the colors are popping. It's a beautiful game and it controls exceedingly well. The comedy is goofy but also wonderful. Instead of calling this an action adventure, I would rather call it an exploration collector. While the mileage may vary, the content here is the most fun you'll have, especially in the early game. In the early game, there's lots to do, collecting, upgrading. There's a lot of charm to the creatures and the style. The colors are vibrant and popping. Honestly, it's just a joy to experience. A lot of the style also put me a little bit in mind of Outer Worlds, right? But Outer Worlds doesn't know how to do an open world kind of level system with stuff to do in it like this game does. This game nails the gameplay loop, like the minute by minute, second by second activity of the game is just incredible. Shoot stuff, get resources, eat some orange, goo. And you know what? It works. It's like a dopamine hit. It's absolutely wonderful. As a child, one of my favorite games was Banjo-Kazooie, and it's the same sort of deal, right? It's collectathon, right? Collect puzzle pieces, collect musical notes. But this is kind of like the same thing, but instead of puzzle pieces, you're collecting bits of goo to, like, level you up, make your health better. The whole point of the game, right? You get off your pod, and you see this tower in the distance, right? And we gotta get into that tower. But the story doesn't matter, because it's all about the second by second gameplay, which is truly remarkably good. Scanning stuff is fun, collecting stuff is fun, exploring is fun. It's brilliant, and the commentary from both the AI narrator is incredible, and then also there's the CEO of Kindred, which is Tweed, and it's live action video. And it is so funny. They've done adverts. The production quality here is top notch. Considering that this is like this development studio's first game, they've done an absolute amazing job. They had a vision and they executed it perfectly. One of the things is we said collecting's fun, scanning's fun, exploring's fun, but the objectives are also reasonably fun and not like overbearing and annoying. You're not going to be bored for things to do in this game. It's truly wonderful in that respect as well. The game gives you a bunch of tools to aid in the ability to explore. Some of it's quite fun, some of it's a little bit obtuse, but for the most part the tools and the upgrades that you develop just add to the fun. Like the grapple's great, then you upgrade the grapple again, you can jump. It's very intuitive and every upgrade feels meaningful. You want to talk about some things though that did annoy me. Like I've talked a lot about things that this game does well, which is for the most part its gameplay. There is a bunch of stuff though that does annoy me in this game. It's the problem that comes when you decide to make your game multiplayer. There's no pause. I'm dying right now on screen. You decide to make your game co-op, which by the way, I think it would be terrible to play this game co-op, right? Because it's an exploration game where discovery is like the big part of the game. I just hate it when they shovel in multiplayer in my single player game. I mean, I understand that some people might want to play these sorts of games with others, but if that experience, if multiplayer takes away from the single player experience, then I think it shouldn't be there in the first place. Whenever the mechanics of making a game co-op removes game mechanics, especially one as essential as a pause button, shit can still attack me. So if I need to have something to eat, if I need to go to the bathroom, guess what? I can still die. And that sucks in a single player game. Also, I'm a bit of a completionist, you know, I'm looking under every rock and every crevice. Mostly because I like achievements as well, but guess what? Also, some achievements are locked behind multiplayer. I don't know if it's the nature of this sort of game, but enemies respawn, which can be super annoying, especially when you can't pause the game. A lot of these negative things are like foundational stepping stones. They build a wall of negative things by having your game be always co-op, even in single player. The length of the game, I think, is just right. I think any longer, it might have outstayed its welcome. So what can I say about the sound? Well, it's all standard, really. There's nothing too exciting happening here. There's some games that came out in the last couple of years, like Pacific Drive, or even taking a look at Blueprints before, or Outer Wilds, or that sort of thing. They absolutely send it when it comes to the soundtrack. Savage Planet doesn't. It doesn't need to be amazing in every single area. The music is okay and serviceable, and when you get into a fight, you know, that's when it kicks in. Darker areas, there's like 3 main levels of this game, like 3 sort of little hubs, and I noticed that the saturation in the second area was a little bit, no matter how I messed with the brightness settings, it just didn't turn out very good. So yeah, I didn't like that. Like it went from nice vibrant game to basically, you know, brightness overload, and then I would turn down the brightness, then go back to an old area and it'd be super dark, and I'm like, why is this a thing? But yeah, boss battles were also quite entertaining. It also gave me that whole Jack and Dexter feel after you complete the stuff in the little hub areas, then you go fight the boss. The upgrades also reminded me of that. You know, it felt like a real nostalgia trip, and that's probably why I liked it. You know, the length of it being only about like 6 hours, 7 hours long. I felt like it was an experience. I felt that the humor landed a lot of the times. A couple of times it made me giggle. Um, I also thought that the design of the creatures, the gameplay loop, all of that, the collected stuff, you know, I haven't had joy like that since the 90s, early 90s, you know what I mean? It's just, it was good fun. And it is a little bit sad that it's over, but it's also kind of okay. Because even though I completed it in a day, anyone can complete it in a day, the really good thing about it is that the sequel just came out. Anyway, yeah, what would I rate Journey to the Savage Planet? I gotta say, I haven't had this much fun in a long time. I would have to give Journey to the Savage Planet a strong 90 out of 100. Really enjoyed it. Hopefully you get as much mileage as I do, you know, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. All the best.